Welcome to Big Num Numismatics, and today I'm going to be going over how you can increase your knowledge with numismatic books and how many you should have and what kind of books you should have depending on what you collect. I made a previous video about just the basic books I think every coin collector needs, and this video sort of gets into the numismatist versus a collector in terms of their libraries. I personally just crossed 1,000 different titles in my numismatic library, from early 1800s foreign catalogs to modern Whitman guidebooks. So it's really a way to, one, collect coin books, which are collectible in their own right, and I prefer looking through them than a website and learning. Not everyone is able to spend money and look at coins in person all the time, so books really bridge that gap to still continue learning coins and working with coins, even if it's not in hand. So one of the biggest things for any collector, I think, is if you collect a series, have a book of varieties, whether it's half-dollar Overtons or snow varieties on coins. You'll find one, maybe you'll find some rare varieties that you didn't think to look for. A lot of the varieties in the early stuff, like the cap busts and the early copper, the differences are minute, but the price differences can be astounding. So that's the first thing. You'll also learn to look through your coins differently. You'll start to notice the smallest things, and I think it really helps to appreciate the coin series you're collecting and become more of a numismatist than just filling holes in a album. So Overton is for $half. Snow, I really like Rick Snow's books. He's my favorite author. And some colonial coins. If you look up a coin series, there's bound to be some variety books. Another type of book I like are the classics. For early numismatics, you have the age-old Crosby. This is a behemoth of a book, and it is still considered one of the best research ever done on colonials. And while this version is not in color, just the information alone helps you appreciate the coinage better, the history surrounding it, and the small little intricacies for a series that you may not have known otherwise. It's also a great read. Nice to lie down or sit down with a book and relax. Going off of early numismatics is Eric P. Newman. Eric P. Newman is one of the greatest numismatists of all time in terms of research. This is the early paper money of America. This is sort of a sister book to the Crosby one, whereas this one's paper money. And this is really the go-to guide still today, despite it being decades old. No color prints, but there wasn't a whole lot of color, a lot of tan paper in these series. But really, just flipping through the pictures, you'll find series or kinds of coins or notes that you would love to collect. You just didn't know they existed. Another type of book, if you're a foreign collector, really the best way that I find to learn information is from the books made in that country. We have the guidebook to Russian coins, because I enjoy collecting Russian coins. But really, this it's not a very good book, unfortunately. It lists all the coins, but there's no background information. It's just took a lot of effort, and it was sort of a red book for Russian coins, but it fails. There is a book on Russian copper that I will be purchasing soon. That one's supposed to be excellent. The best one I've used so far is sort of a mix. Moneta России. So you have a translation on one page, and it helps you learn the language as well. So you got your pictures. A lot of the early rubles were just overstrikes, or, well, counter stamps rather. And this helps, it's a catalog, but also gives some background information on the coinage. So, if you're a foreign collector, I suggest looking overseas for your books. And really, don't overlook any book. Even the smallest book can have just a single sentence that changes your view about a coin, its history, or an extremely valuable hint to look for coins in the wild. Rubles to Statehood is a very niche book that not very many people carry, not very people know about, but it's really the only book of its kind to track coinage from the Russian-American company to Alaskan statehood. And a lot of the tokens and coinage is extremely nice, and it's the only information you can find on them. And overall, you can always learn something. So I think every dollar spent on a book is worth it. You'll make the books are well worth it. You'll make more money as books as an investment than buying a coin. So let me know what you think. What kind of books do you like for the series that you collect? And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And see you next time. Thanks.